Hey.
Home of Africa's youth, the 77%.
Hi everyone, welcome to the 77% YouTube channel. I'm holding my waist like this because I am sweating inside like a pig. Yes, I'm wearing a wedding dress, and if you want to know why we're wearing this wedding dress, you have to wait and find out. But I promise you, when I woke up this morning, I thought that I was going to be talking to people about illegal migration and human trafficking. And if you want to know how exactly we ended up in this situation, I guess you just have to keep watching.
Don't scratch me up.
We're so excited to bring you along to some of the things that we'll be doing. And today we're in Benin City. You know, looking around this place, it kind of has a familiar chaos of African cities. I think if you're African, you know what I mean. But we want to find out why it is that this place is a hotspot for migration. So come along for the ride, if we don't die trying to film this for you guys. So the natural question when you're talking about young people being exploited is, where is the government? Why aren't they doing anything about this? Well, surprise, they are. They have a special force specifically to track down human traffickers here in Benin City. Yeah, so I've been thinking, you know, if African countries are sort of the same, the flavor is the same, why is it that specific places like here where we are, Benin City, are known for things like human trafficking and illegal migration? Why is it so prevalent here in Benin City specifically? So in doing my research, I found out that in the 1980s, a lot of women were hired to be tomato pickers in Italy, and they realized very quickly on that they could make way more money by engaging in prostitution. And so the story goes that they would come back here to Benin City and teach other women how to do it, and they would go get money and they would repatriate it here. So there's that cycle of immigration, sexual work, and then people getting money here. The government is very concerned. They've created repatriation centers here, but it still does not explain it. Why is it that the economic activity outside is still not enough for the young people who live here? You say you really love this city.
I love it.
Why?
It's a peaceful place. It's homely. You know, there are some places you go to, you don't see comfort. But here, we're comfortable. It's a sweet place.
Can you explain to me why there's so many wedding shops in Benin City? There's so many.
Oh, so funny. A lot of marriages take place here. We believe so much in marriage here. If you are not married, you don't gain respect from your family, from the society, you don't. They said a woman without a husband, she's kind of wayward. That's what they believe.
I'm a wayward.
No, you are not, you're not. In Benin, in our tradition.
Do you think this is why young men in Benin City are feeling so much pressure to make money that they're deciding, you know what, I'm not gonna live here, I'm gonna go find money in Libya, maybe in Italy, and then I'll come get a wife here?
Part, yes. I can say the other way is greed. They want more. They are not satisfied with what they have. So, you know, greed can push you to do anything.
So we did ask the question on the streets what it's like to live in Benin, and as we've heard from that lady, she says it's remarkable, it's wonderful. It's just people who are greedy who find it difficult to live here. So what I've done is found a group of young people from the University of Benin, and I want to find out if that's true. I want to ask you guys, is Benin City a wonderful place to live in, or is it the people who are traveling away who are giving the city a bad rep?
For me, Benin City is very great to live, but the government is not doing enough. A situation whereby we start running home when it's 7 p.m. because of insecurity is alarming. You know, I've complained several times, there's no street lights in Benin, the people are suffering. We should improve the living standard of people in Edo State. If we don't do that, things will continue to degenerate.
So security for you is a big issue. You're saying the state is fine, but there's some things that need to be addressed. But then I've heard politicians say that, look, young people, they just want too much. It's never possible to make them happy. What do you think about that? It's not true, right?
That's not true.
Yeah.
The politicians are the one who are causing most of the trouble we have in this town today. Nigeria, unquote.
whereby the facilities made for the youth are not being given to the youth. The youth are not allowed to access their rights simply because they are greedy. They don't give them that opportunity, the grant they want, when there's no power. If I am a barber, what do I want? What do I need to work?
Power.
If I am a mechanic or a welder, what do I need to work?
Power.
Whereby there's no power and there's no security and I cannot access the bank to get loan.
As a matter of fact, we are hearing the sound of generators in the background because there hasn't been power in this university for, as I understand it, 2 weeks. Yeah, so more than 2 weeks. So my question to you is, what are you doing to hold your leaders accountable as young people?
I'm from Benin University actually, and I just feel like we should stop pointing fingers at the government all the time. If you look around you right now, we're served snacks and you can see bottles and trash on the floor. Before the government gets to where they are, they were once youth, they were once members of society. Some of us sitting right here will say the government is bad, they're this and that, but when you get into that seat of leadership, you'll do even worse or the exact same thing. I believe in the ripple effect. It's an effect where social change is caused through encouragement by individuals in the society. If we encourage ourselves as youth to be better, to do better, we will eventually be the ones in the position of leadership and things will be better.
Basically, I want to, not in certainty, disagree with her, but I would like to assert here that we don't have to allow our leaders understand that they don't have a responsibility, but we have the responsibility alone. The burden lies on us as well as it lies on them. The leaders should stand up and work for this country. That's simple. Thank you.
Well, we should not think of what the government will do for us. We should think of what we'll do for Nigeria.
Not until the government do something for us.
Yes, exactly.
What we'll do for Nigeria. What I believe is initiative. Let's find the best initiative that will bring innovation. What we need in Nigeria is innovation. When there's innovation, everything will be okay.
But who creates that innovation?
We create the innovation for ourselves.
This gentleman here says not until the government steps up.
The leadership of this state have failed, and let me tell you the solution. The only solution is for us to galvanize. But we will not continue to keep quiet. We will continue to talk and talk and talk. And may I also use this opportunity to call on anybody who knows a perfect revolutionary movement that can strangulate the excessiveness of the government.
He is saying that we need something dramatic as a youth. He's even gone as far as to suggest a revolution. I mean, what do you think about that?
I want to say that the government is majorly the problem because infrastructural facility is what the youth need to survive. We need electricity, we need good roads. Let us, like the young man rightly said, let us revolt at least once, not violent revolution, at least peaceful protest. To let the government know that we are paying and we deserve this. We deserve electricity.
All right, so taking action and standing firm for what you're talking about, yeah? So right now, I want to move the conversation forward because I know we could be talking about problems for an eternity. I want to hear your suggestions for solutions. How do we get the country moving forward? Let's come back to you.
We heard a lot of things. People said we should create jobs and all of that. I want to say here, that no matter the kind of job you create for a typical Nigerian will always want to live the American dream. And then let me give you an example of why I'm saying this. We are not poor in cash. What we are poor is in our mentality. The white, our colonial masters, had already designed a craft or designed our minds, even before we were born, to look or to want what they have rather than what we have. We have been designed to understand that whatever we have is inferior. So I think here, rather than talk about all these troubles, we should begin to desensitize our minds. We should begin to build our mind in a new Nigeria. An African where we value our things. An African where we value our education, our electricity, our houses, and everything that has to do with us. It is so bad to a point that we even devalue our human beings. We see a white person and we say, oh, come on, this is a better person than a black person. You understand? So the problem we have is not the issue of government building houses, buying kekes and all of that. It's creating a mentality that sees Nigeria as our own.
Right, so we had an interesting solution there that we need to change our entire mindset as the youth of Africa in order to shift things. Thank you so much. Unfortunately, that's all the time we have for, but as you can see, a lot of people are very excited. They have a lot of ideas, including citizen participation, which has come up a lot, and integrating these solutions with government. Is this going to be enough? Well, why don't you comment below on our video and tell us what you think. you gonna try on a wedding dress?
Oh, if you want to.
I want to.
Yo!
I'm going to get a husband in Benin City, friends. Oh my gosh. There's more?
Yeah. Oh, it looks
Oh my
good
God.
on you. Then I'll have to lace it.
I did not think my day was gonna end up like this when I woke up this morning, but not so bad. You sound like you're an ambassador for Benin City.
Oh, seriously?
You really love this city, yeah?
I love it. I love it.
And is it just because it's comfortable, or I mean, what would you tell people about this city? Why is it so
Oh, it's not crowded because I don't like places that are crowded.
great? Yeah.
It's peaceful, homely. You can, when you're passing now, you can see someone outside and greet the person. It's lively. It's a home to be.
I
in
like
the city.
that.
Yep.
And clearly a home for wedding dresses.
Oh, it's really good on you. Really, really beautiful. Really, really
I'm
beautiful.
not so sure about that.
Oh.
My mom will freak out when she sees me in this wedding dress.
He's really beautiful.
Change. Wash it.